The contract signing on Friday Night SmackDown between Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton wasn't just another segment. It felt like the true ignition point for the road to WrestleMania. What made this contract signing so investing wasn't just the tension, it was the history. Cody and Randy standing across from each other represents a full circle moment in WWE storytelling. These are two men who came up in the business side by side, who shared locker rooms, shared mentors, shared philosophies, and now they're standing on opposite sides of the biggest prize of the industry. Randy's heel turn in 2026 feels like less of a shock and more like the inevitable. For months he's been operating in a morally gray space, but turning now and turning fast was crucial. WrestleMania season doesn't allow for slow burns, especially when the stakes are this high. WWE needed a clear emotional anchor, and Randy embracing his darker instincts instantly gave the feud urgency, edge, and unpredictability. This also vitalizes Randy's character in a way that feels authentic. The legend who once mentored Cody now sees his former student surpassing him, and that psychological shift creates a teacher versus student dynamic that writes itself. Randy isn't just fighting for a title, he's fighting against the idea that his era is over. Meanwhile, Cody represents evolution, resilience, and the next generation of leadership in WWE. From a build-up perspective, the next 6 weeks should lean heavily into psychological warfare. Expect mind games, personal attacks, and moments that force Cody to question whether he can truly overcome the men that help shape him. Their shared history adds emotional stakes that most WrestleMania rivalries can't replicate. Ultimately, this heel turn elevates the story from a simple championship match to legacy war. It's about pride, mentorship, and proving who truly defines the modern era of WWE. And that's why this feud doesn't just feel important, it feels inevitable. And what elevated this segment from great to unforgettable was the visual storytelling. This wasn't just a contract signing that turned chaotic, it was cinematic, visceral, and emotionally raw in a way WWE rarely commits to anymore. But what truly made this moment legendary wasn't just the portrayal, it was the imagery. The shots were absolutely perfect. The visual shots of Cody Rhodes bloodied and broken instantly gave this feud a level of realism and brutality that you can't fake. It wasn't polished, it wasn't overproduced, it felt raw, uncomfortable, and real. And you look at the shot of Randy just sitting in the chair holding the title like a king reclaiming his throne. That single visual told you everything about his mindset. This wasn't just about winning, this was about reminding the world who he is at his core, reminding everybody around the world of the true legend killer Randy Orton. What made this even more powerful is that Randy didn't stop after the betrayal. He went back, kept attacking, kept escalating. That level of calculated cruelty is what defines Orton as most dangerous. It showed that this isn't just a heel turn for shock value. It's a full return to the psychological predator we've seen dominate eras before. 09, 11, 2010, 2014, 2013, and so on. And then there's a shot of Randy striking Cody across the chest while he's covered in blood. As Cody looks up at the lights, that shot symbolizes more than just pain. It symbolizes doubt, vulnerability, and the idea that even heroes can be broken. And that's exactly how you do raw, uncut storytelling on the road to WrestleMania. You don't just tell the audience this feud matters. You make them feel it.